dear 8th grade students, my name is Anna Sергіївна and I am an English teacher at Lyceum number 50. And the theme of our lesson is shopping, present perfect tense and easily mixed words pay, charge and cost. This lesson is based on the course book prepared by James Styring, Nicholas Teams and Anne Robinson. During our lesson, we are going to form and use present perfect tense. We'll be able to see the difference between have has gone to and have has been to, so that you could use them in your speech. We are also going to learn the words pay, charge, cost, so that to use them correctly according to their meaning. So, let's talk about forming of the present perfect tense. It consists of the verb have or has, depending on the subject, plus a verb with ed ending, or if the verb is irregular, we use the third form of irregular verbs, which is also called the past participle. We use the present perfect tense to talk about experiences in the past which have some link to the present. It means that the action in the past either has the result in the present or the action still continues till now. Let's look at the examples. I have broken your cup. The result of the action, a broken cup, is still on the floor. This is the link with the present. She has never visited London. It means she has never visited London from her birth till now. This is the link with the present too. Now I'm going to talk about questions and negative sentences in present perfect. At first, let's consider negative sentences. Look at the examples. We have not eaten sushi. She has not cooked pancakes. So we can see that the word not goes after the verb have or has. You can also make short forms. For example, we haven't eaten sushi. She hasn't cooked pancakes. Now, look at the question below. Have you visited Paris? The answers: yes, I have. No, I haven't. As you can see, have and has help us form negative sentences and questions. There are also some words which help us understand that here we must use present perfect. For example, I have never bought anything online, which means that you haven't done this in your whole life before. Another example, have you ever been to Lapland? In this question, I wonder if you have done it in your whole life before. Before we start, let's revise some irregular and regular verbs. Your task is to write the infinitive form of these regular and irregular past participles. Chosen, heard, lent, made, paid, read, traveled, tried, worn, written. Now, you can stop the video and write your answers in your copybook. You have 2 minutes to do this task. Then, we will check your answers together. Now let's check your answers. Choose, hear, lend, make, pay, read, travel, try, wear, write. Pay attention to the verbs in black. As you know, they are regular, so they have ed ending in their past participle form. Now, let's try to form past participle by yourself. In this task, you have to complete the sentences with the present perfect form of the verbs. My sister win lots of competitions. My parents never buy anything online. My brother never borrow any money. We visit Ireland. My aunt lives there. You not meet my brother. I never steal anything in my life. Now, stop the video to have some time, about 5 minutes, for doing this exercise, and then I'll show you the right answers so that you could check your sentences. Now it's time to check your variants. My sister has won lots of competitions. My parents have never bought anything online. My brother has never borrowed any money. We have visited Ireland. My aunt lives there. You haven't met my brother. I have never stolen anything in my life. Now let's pretend that you are a teacher and you need to correct one pupil's work. Look at these sentences carefully and try to find the mistakes. Have you sell it or not? Have you ever met a famous person? Today I am very happy as I have received my new computer game. I have paid for all your tickets to see the football match. The shop assistant have charged me too much money. Now, correct them according to the structure of the present perfect tense. Don't forget to stop the video while you are doing this task. You have 3 minutes. Now, let's check how well have you coped with this task. Here are the right variants. Have you sold it or not? Have you ever met a famous person? Today I'm very happy as I have received my new computer game. I have paid for all your tickets to see the football match. The shop assistant have charged me too much money. So let's sum up. As you know, in the present perfect tense, we use have or has plus past participle if the verb is irregular, and if it is regular, we just add ed ending to it. Now, look at these two sentences. The first one, my brother's gone to the shops. The second, my brother's been to the shops. How to understand what is the difference in the meanings of these sentences? A little bit lower, we have two explanations. A. My brother went to the shops earlier, but he isn't there now. B. My brother is traveling to the shops, or he's at the shops now. I would like you to stop the video and try to match explanations to the sentences. You have 2 minutes. Here are the answers. To the first sentence, the explanation is B. My brother's gone to the shops. It means my brother is traveling to the shops, or he is at the shops now. To the second sentence, the explanation is A. My brother's been to the shops. It means my brother went to the shops earlier, but he isn't there now. So, let's sum up. Have or has gone to means that someone is in another place now. Have or has been to means that someone went to the place in the past but now He or she is not there. Now, try to do the next exercise to check whether you have understood the theme correctly or not. Then we'll see the right answers. So, your task is to complete the sentences with have has been or have has gone. You have 5 minutes. Don't forget to stop the video. Now, look at the screen and compare your answers with those on the screen. Have you ever been to London? Sally isn't here. She has gone swimming. Rob has gone home. He wasn't feeling well. You are late. Where have you been? I have never been to Spain, but I'd like to go. Where has Dad gone? I can't find him anywhere. I hope you've done everything right. To become more skillful in our theme, I would like you to do one more exercise connected with been and gone. You need to complete the messages with either been or gone, according to the context. So, stop the video and do this task. You have 3 minutes. Now, it's time to check your variants. Look at the screen and compare your sentences with those on the screen. I've gone to the gym, back at 7 p.m. We use gone here because he's gone to the gym and he is still there. If you are reading this, you've been to the doctor's and you are back. Call them, you left your bag there. Here, we use been because the person went to the doctor's, but he has already come home, so he isn't at the doctor's. James has been to the library for you and collected your books. They are here. In this sentence, James was in the library and then came home, so he isn't in the library now. Pip, we've gone to visit Grandma. Back later, Mom. Here, Pip's parents went to visit Grandma, but they haven't come back home yet, so they are still at Grandma's. So, my dear pupils, you have already done a lot of work and maybe you are a bit tired. Let's have some rest and dance with the cucumber. Now, I'd like you to speak a little. Your task is to complete the questions with the correct past participles. For your convenience, you don't need to write the whole sentence in your copybook, but only the past participle forms of the verbs in brackets. Then give the short answers about yourself orally. For example, have you ever sold anything online? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. But this is not the whole task. The next stage is to ask these questions to your friend after lesson and fill in the last column. Maybe with the help of these questions, you will find out something interesting about your friend. So now you can pause the video and do the task. You have 3 minutes. Now let's check if you have written these questions correctly. Have you ever sold anything online? Have you ever lent anyone any money? Have you ever taken anything back to a shop? Have you ever lost your phone? Have you ever received too much change in a shop? Have you ever regretted buying anything? Have you ever bought anything you can't afford? Have you ever saved up to buy anything? As you see, here we use the past participle forms if the verb is irregular, but some of them are regular, and with them we use ed ending. Now let's talk about easily confused words such as pay, charge, and cost. Look at these words and pay attention to their pronunciation. Pay, charge, cost. Notice that these words can be both nouns and verbs. As a verb, the words pay and cost are irregular, and their past participle forms are paid and cost. The verb charge is regular, so in the past participle form we add ed ending and read it charged. Now I would like you to complete the definitions from A to F with the words pay, charge, or cost of. But before this, let's read the examples with these words. I paid £10 for this. These trainers cost £40 originally. They charge £1.50 for a small bottle of water. He enjoys his job, but the pay is terrible. The cost of repairing my phone was over £100. The charges quickly became a problem. Now, get to the task. You have 4 minutes to do this. Don't forget to stop the video. Now, it's time to check your answers. In the example sentence, the definition A tells us that the word charge is the money that a business asks for something. In the definition B, we put the word pay. Pay is the money someone receives for doing a job. In the definition C, we put the word cost. Product costs the money to buy. In the definition D, we use the word charge. Sellers charge the money for a product or a service. In the definition E, we use the word pay. Customers pay sellers the money for a product or service. In the definition F, we use the word cost. The cost of something is the money you pay for it. So, pay attention to the words in the brackets. They show what part of speech is our word in this exact sentence. So, be careful while translating them, because as you remember, they can be both nouns and verbs. Now I would like you to answer some questions using the words cost, pay, and charge. For example, The question: do you think it is reasonable to pay much money for designer clothes? Why? Why not? The answer is no. I think some designer clothes are not worth so much money as they cost, and we can find clothes of a good quality at a low cost. So here are the questions. Do you think museums should charge for admission or be free? Why? What's the most you have paid for a small bottle of water? How much does it cost to go to the cinema in your town or city? Will pay be important to you in your future choice of job? Do you know the cost of a typical flat or house in your area? Have you ever eaten at a restaurant free of charge? Now, pause the video and answer them. You have 5 minutes. Now it's time to check how well have you understood the theme. I have a test for you to do as a homework. The first exercise in it is to complete the conversations. Use the present perfect form of the verbs. This task checks how well you can deal with the present perfect. The second task is to choose the correct option. This task checks how well have you learned the words cost, pay, and charge. You should stop the video and try to cope with the test during 8 minutes. On the next slide, you will find the answers and will be able to check your homework. Now, I wish you luck and hope you will do everything correctly. Now, let's check your homework and find out how well you have coped with it. The first task was to complete the conversation and use the present perfect form. The first dialogue. Have you tidied your room? No, I haven't. I'm going to do it now. But I have made a pizza for our lunch. It's going to be cold before you can eat it. That's okay. I have had some chips, so I'm not really hungry. Dialogue 2. Where have you been? The match starts in 5 minutes. I have been in that cafe. Look, I have bought you some chocolate. The second task was to choose the correct option. The first. How much do they charge for delivery? It means how much money do they want to receive for delivery. The second. I only paid £20 for these trainers. It means the person bought the trainers for £20. The third. How much does it cost to go by train? Here the word cost means the price which people need to pay to go by train. The fourth. The job is hard, but the pay isn't bad. Here the word pay means the money which people get for doing their job. I hope you've done everything correctly, and now you can form and use present perfect tense well. And I hope you haven't mixed gone to and been to, as well as the meanings of the words pay, charge, cost, and you will use them in your speaking and writing correctly. Dear children, our lesson is coming to the end, and I hope that you've coped with all the tasks in it easily. Now I wish you good luck and thank you for your attention. Goodbye.